Hello everyone, you are welcome to today's tutorial. In today's tutorial, we are going to be learning how to cut and sew this puffer jacket, also known as winter jacket. So if this is the first time of coming across this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and also on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload our new videos. Also, if this one look like what you want to learn, I would like you to relax and follow us as we cut and sew this particular jacket. Puffer jacket is one jacket that you can venture into as a business, and you are definitely going to make your money from it, because even the thrift one, that's the Okirika, you know how much they sell it, let alone this one. And we use different material for both in the inside and the outside. All these ones are going to see it right in the video, so let's get started. So these are the material we are going to be using for it. I'm going to be using two materials. This first one on the table is what we're going to be using for the outside, and this other one for the inside, and also we'll be adding fiber to it. That is what makes it to puff up. We're adding fiber to it. So follow us as we cut this. It's going to be a sleeveless jacket, so we are not going to be adding sleeve, but you can add sleeve. Of course, you've seen puffer jacket with sleeve. So the total length we are using here is 22. I added 1 inch for the sewing allowance, that's 23. And now I rule it out. We are going to be using the body of 34. Yeah, body of 34, and back, that's shoulder to shoulder, of 12. Now, I'm sorry the camera did not capture the back up. I'm going to explain to you so you're going to understand everything. So I already drew my back line up, that's the shoulder line up there. So that's, I'm trying to draw out my neckline. I use the neck width of 3 inches, neck depth of 3 inches. Yeah, neck width of 3 inches for front, neck width of 3 inches and neck depth of 3 inches for front. And I used 1 inch depth for back. All right, because the front is going to be open, it has to have an extension. That's the 2 inches you see me mark out there, the 2 inches extension. Initially I wanted to use button, that was why it was 2 inches, so I had to trim it down to 0.5 because I eventually used zip. The button I wanted to use was not available as at the time I was sewing the jacket. So that 2 inches you see me cut out was supposed to be for the button, but eventually I used a zip, so I had to reduce that to 0.5. Please take note of that. So my armhole, I divided my body with 4 inches by 4, so I moved 1.5, and that is what you see me mark there. That's 7 inches. Yes, 7 inches for the armhole. And on the armhole line, I'm going to be inputting my body measurements. To get your armhole, divide your body by 4 inches, then you subtract 1.5, except you want something that will be free. Okay, so I put my body measurement and I added 0.5 inches sewing allowance. 0.5 was perfect for me, sewing allowance. So I marked it down. There's no point shipping it out because it's jacket, so it's not supposed to be fitted in the waist. So I marked the same thing down, then I rule it down. So I roll it down, join the mark together. So after that I mark my shoulder, the same thing I mark up, that's 6.5. I mark it down, then I join it together with a shoulder line. So I will slant it by 1.5 inches to connect, that's a slant on that place. Then after marking the place to slant it, so I mark 3 inches for the width and 3 inches for the depth. That's the depth for the front, and you connect it like that. Then mark 1 inch for the back neck depth, then you connect it also. And those are the two necklines there. And after that, connect your shoulder slants to the neck width measurement. That is what you see me do there. Connect the shoulder slant, then cover out your armhole. cover at your armhole, going by 0.5 at the middle there. Yes, so just curve it out like that. Just what you see me do there. All right, after that, I'm trying to check my armhole measurements, and that is that about the front panel, the front body. So I'm going to cut it out like that. Then we go ahead and cut the back. That's the front bodies. I will open it up at the front. You know, it was on fold, so I had to open it up because the front has to be open. So I'll open it up. Don't forget to do that. So after that, I'm going to be cutting the back. Now don't forget the back has to be closed, so it doesn't, we won't have to put that extension there. The extension is only for the front, so that was why I place it at the center line of the front. The extension is not included at the back, so your cutting must start from the line, from that center line. Please don't make that mistake. That is how you're going to cut the back. So I'm going to be cutting out the back neckline first, and now use it to cut out the back bodies, and that's what you see me do now. So done cutting the back, then I'm going to cut out the front neckline. Cut out the front neckline. Before we eventually mark out those straight lines that you see on the puffer jacket. So the next thing to do now is to mark out we are going to be running our stitches for the straight lines that you normally see on the winter jacket. So I'm going to be marking it out. The first one from the neckline, I'm going to make it 4 inches, and others will be 3 inches. Just watch what I'm going to do there. So the first one will be 4 inches, and I'll mark others at 3 inches. This does not have a standard. It depends on you. There are some that could be as big as 5 inches. It depends on your own preference. So for this one, this is how I want it to look like. So after that, I'm going to roll it out. Yes, I'm going to roll the straight line, and I'm going to notch everything together. This is to help me achieve the same thing on both the front and the back. The notch, so I'm going to note where to start and when to stop at both ends. So I'm going to notch it now across the two, as both the front and the back. The 3 now, because the front is having 2 panels. That's the notch you see me do there. So I'm going to notch everything across all the pieces. Please make sure you do that. That will help you when you want to sew the lines on it. So make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment. And this is material for the inner. This is material for the inner. All you need to do is just to place whatever you have cut for the first one on it and cut exactly. This is what I cut for the back, and I'm going to cut it like that. I'm using the wool part for to be the inside and the black part to be the wrong side, so the wood part to be the right side. Yes, so just cut the back pattern and also place the front pattern on it and cut it, and that's just it. That's all you see me that I'm doing now. I just finished cutting the back pattern. I'm going to be cutting the front pattern now. I'm not going to sew the straight line on the inner. It's not necessary. So that's why I'm not going to be marking anything on it. It's just going to be like a lining to turn it. When we are sewing it, you will see what I'm talking about. So just cut exactly what you've cut on the first part. And that is that about cutting of the fabric. So after the cutting of this, open it up like we did for the first one, and after now we're going to be cutting the same thing out on our fiber. The fiber, we have two types that I know. The one I brought is thick. There's another one that is lighter, that is not as thick as this. If the jacket you are making is for someone that is in Nigeria, you know our weather is so friendly, you can go for the lighter one. But because this one is not for someone here, so I decided to use a thicker fiber. So just place it, make sure you place it facing each other so that you're not be cutting the same side for one, and cut it out exactly for the front pattern, for the front bodies, and for the back body. So if you have watched the video up to this point, please like, share, and comment, and make sure you watch out for the part 2, where we are going to be joining it together and sewing the puffer jacket, and you see how amazing the outcome is going to look like. If it's your first time of coming across this channel, don't forget to subscribe and also on the notification bell. Thank you, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye.